Am I back? I think I'm back. It says I have 0 dropped frames. My bitrate is looking much better. I'm really, really sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Like I said, it's been a weird week. I had issues with Twitch earlier this week where, like, in some streams, I could chat just fine with people, and in others, my chat wasn't coming through at all. And so I don't know if it's like a Twitch side error or if this was a me problem. I think it was a little bit of both because, like, my internet was definitely slow there for a second, but I also was able to still communicate on Twitch and stuff was still loading. It was just kind of slow. So I don't know what happened there, but we're back. Um, hopefully it stays stable for a while. It's great though. Twitch is still telling me that I'm unstable, but OBS is like, you're fine, it's all good. Okay, so yeah, all that was missed is that Astrid failed her first fire. What a surprise. 57 minutes. What did I put in here? Oh, I remember. I used whatever it's called. Cedar? Cedar.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, we got frostbite. We did indeed get frostbite. So much fun, so much fun. Oh, I probably shouldn't take all this coal. We're probably gonna want to leave it here. Why is this still not warming me up? There we go. Took long enough. Yes, we are back. Thank you for your patience. I'm really sorry about that. It's just been a weird week. Weird dreams. Oh no, frostbite. Let's kill Astrid. Yeah, Astrid, how dare you? How dare you have frostbite? I don't know, I think my run with frostbite... No, I was gonna say that was the first one that I beat my personal best, but that is not the case. Okay, we're still warming up here. Is it tanking again? It looks like my bitrate is really unstable. I apologize. If it gets really bad, please just let me know in chat and I'll send out a raid somewhere. How long do we have on this fire? 1 hour and 35. Okay, we can break down these boxes, or at least this one. This one. That only one buffer so far? Okay. That's manageable, I suppose. But yeah, if it gets bad, just let me know. Trail boots! They're colder than the sneakers. Fantabulous. Okay. This will make some water. Okay, at least we don't have hypothermia. But yeah, I cannot believe Astrid. She failed our first fire. So that's fun. Need to add a little more fuel so we can take torches. We're alive again, yes, cats. I'm so glad about that. It's always annoying when for some reason my bitrate just tanks, and thankfully we're actually back. Sometimes I have to give up for a while. Alright, we don't have a pry bar. This is a new run. Okay. But yeah, thank you all for coming back. I appreciate your patience. I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again. It's just the kind of madness that we've come to expect, I suppose. Come on. Give us something good. Give us something real good. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers, so please don't make me do it again. Oh no, I had to say something. Yeah, I'm getting the safe on the outside, and I'm gonna be leaving most of the loot here because I'm going to want it when I forge, assuming I forge here. It was like 3340 something, or 50 something. Be careful over here. I think it was like 47. No, 53, okay. And what was the last one? 20-ish. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be leaving some of the stuff here to loot next time.
I'll take it.
Mackinac! I'll take it indeed. It's not in great shape, but we can fix that. Yep, you're right. There is dog food that you don't need to break containers for. I'm gonna leave it here for next time though, because when I come to forge, I don't want to have to lug more than necessary. And it's always kind of nice to have stuff there. That's why I also left some coal behind. Don't want to have to start over completely. It'll be fine. Something similar happened to another streamer last night. It just, Twitch has been kind of weird, and like I said, I'm not entirely sure if that was a me issue or a Twitch issue or both. It could have been both. I've been having some weird issues with Twitch this week. At first, I actually thought, like, I might have been shadow banned for some reason, because we've had issues with our internet before where when they've switched our IP address that we then couldn't access certain services. And I thought that that had happened on Twitch because I went into a stream and I sent a message and it was like, it showed it as going through, but I could see on the stream itself that my message was actually not going through and only I could see it. And I was like, oh, that's really weird. And I could only get it to work if I was on mobile data, and I'm like, oh god, did they do something with our IP address? But then it worked fine in other streams, and then it was off again for a while, and now it's just, I don't know. Now it's back in working condition, but clearly there are still some issues going on. Am I going to remember there's food there? Yeah. I say yeah with such certainty, even though we know I forget everything. Issues with not going through like that, and I just refreshed it. Super strange. Yeah, for me it was weird because it was happening in like a bunch of different streams, but not in every stream. And I was like, what is going on? You know, like it seemed to be the case that I could chat just fine in streams that I was subscribed to, but in everything else I wasn't able to chat, and I was like, well, that doesn't seem right, because that would be a really easy way to get around a shadow ban if that were the case. Just like subscribe to everyone. Yeah, you'll forget. Thanks for the confidence, Mia. No, I probably will forget, but then when I go to break down the boxes for, you know, for some firewood and stuff, then I'll see, hey look, we've got stuff, and it'll be fine. That's kind of what I'm thinking anyway. Oh, we got some wolves over there. More importantly,
I would do anything for a drink right now.
got a maple over here. Surprise food, exactly! I'll be so happy with myself. Unlike other times where I think I've been somewhere, or I think I haven't been somewhere, and then it turns out I have and I've looted everything already. I'm in chat, I can remind you hopefully, or someone else. Yeah, exactly. Hey Snooze, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Gotta get better about doing shoutouts, so since I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna do it right now. We really need to warm up. But I don't want to. I don't want to stop. That was close. That was close. Doing well. How are y'all? How's the run going? So, my personal best run has died. It was a spectacular death filled with broken ribs, parasites, and freezing to death. But I at least gave Astrid the decency of letting her fall asleep into death. So she was in the middle of a blizzard. It was not looking good, and I was like, you know what? Just lay down and take a nap right here, Astrid. You're fine. Just enjoy the long dark. But I'm still very, very happy that we made it to a new personal best. It is now 74 is the day to beat. And so now we've started new. Sounds like a good weekend, exactly. I was joking at the beginning. I was like, oh, you know, I keep flirting with parasites. I really gotta stop. And then I got parasites, and I was like, man, I'm just flirting with death today. I can't talk about flirting anymore. Apparently that's what's getting me killed. Welcome in, Quill. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm really happy with the 74. It's quite an achievement for me, and quite a leap from my 40-something, 46 or whatever that I had before. So I'm really happy about that, and now I've got my sights set on the 100 mark. Yeah, we've been flirting with frostbite today. Oh my goodness, how do I get up here? Here we go. Firewood. Look. Been a busy summer. I hope good busy. It's been I don't know, it's been kind of an uneventful summer so far over here. Aside from the heat waves. It's mostly just been work, and streaming. Streaming makes the work less workish, I suppose. Balances it out. What else is Astrid supposed to flirt with when she's the last person alive? You're right. I mean, she could flirt with wolves and bears, but that would end in a similar fate, and flirting with deer and bunnies doesn't really get much, I suppose. It's been a mix. I hope more good than bad. I should stop walking around and actually let Astrid warm up. Alright, we'll make a fire over here. That's gonna be the plan. We'll make a fire over here. There we go. Burn the cash! I'd make friends with the bunnies if I was the last person alive in this world. You know what? I would too. I'm a big fan of animals, especially cute little things like bunnies and cats and dogs. And
damn it!
So it would be very nice to just, you know, flirt with some bunnies, I guess. By the way, Snooze, your blankie emoji is one of my absolute favorites.
Come on, little fire.
I relate to it on such a level that I never thought possible for an emote. Come on, Astrid. Oh, I should have lit a new torch. Now if she fails this, we're stuck.
Fire.
Come on, come on, come on.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I could have guessed that would happen, and now we have to use yet another match. At least we found bonus matches, right? Of your best Disney princess life. Yeah, you know what? That's what we could flirt with. We could flirt with the crows, and then they could lead us to our food. It's my most used emote, right, cats? It's just so cute. And it works for so many different emotions. How cold is it? -3. Okay, we can balance that out with sticks. Alright. And we need new torches anyway. actually have a ton of bunnies that hang around my house. That's so cool! I remember a couple years back, my parents had a bunny that was near their house. And from the way she was hopping, it kind of looked like she only had 3 legs.
Anything.
We named her Betty. And my parents are pretty sure that she ended up having baby bunnies the following year. Hey, Crazy Elephant, welcome in. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a good day. Good to have you here. My dog has run after inside our yard a couple of times, but they've gotten out each time. Whew! Lucky for them. It's like other people gravitate to that one, or the Chaos one. Yeah, the Chaos one is also really awesome. 5 at one time. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we're almost out of fire. Need more fire. Not gonna read. I don't really think there's anything we can do at the moment. I can't craft anything except Old Man's Beard, and I don't want to do that because it's heavier when it's crafted. My mom thinks he's gonna get the bunnies at one point, and yeah, he probably will at some point. Can I tell you the plot of the run? Sure, we have just spawned, so this is a very, very new run. So far all that has happened is we went to get our matches at the forge. We spawned in Forlorn Muskeg. And so we went and we got our matches. We've gotten a little bit of coal and firewood along the way, a few cattails, and at this point we're just heading to Mystery Lake to go and find the bedroll, because that's really the only place where I know some of the spawns is Mystery Lake and Winding River. But we do have some saplings already that we're also going to put down as soon as we get into a building in Mystery Lake, so they can start curing. Hey, Anbird, welcome in. How's it going? For those of you who don't know, Anbird has recently started streaming herself. My yard isn't wide, it's long. Okay. You can't see if there's bunnies there. Well, you know, the bunnies are also pretty good at hiding. So even if you have slightly higher grass, it doesn't really matter how big your yard is, you probably wouldn't see them if the grass is high enough. I hope you're doing well, Anbird. It's really good to see you. "22 minutes. Oh, this looks like it's gonna turn into a blizzard. So, the bear over here is one of my arch nemesis. I don't like him at all. He scares me a lot, so we've got to be on extra high alert. Can people help with situations? I try not to let people backseat too much. I'm okay with like people asking why I do certain things or making suggestions, but I may end up just ignoring suggestions. But sometimes I do need help, and I'm pretty clear about that too. Good, how are you? Haven't seen you on in a while, but that's probably because I've been super busy. Well, you know, it's also been a week since I've been on. I'm on Sundays and Fridays, but Sunday I was having like major back pain for whatever reason. I guess that's the fun of getting old. And I just didn't think it was going to be fun if I had to take a break like every 10 minutes to get up and move around. So I ended up canceling on Sunday. So it has been a while. That's probably also why I made so many mistakes, because we did chaos last time I was online, and so I was still sort of in the chaos mindset. it's a good rule of thumb to ask about backseating. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's I actually really do appreciate it, Elephant, that you asked beforehand, because I have had people come in and be like really demanding about the way I play my game. I'm okay with suggestions, and I'm also okay with questions. I may or may not take those suggestions, you know, and some people get really upset when I don't. They're like, do it like this, and thin wool sweater, yes. Okay, it's a little wet, but that's okay. All right, 2 coal. I think I might leave the coal but take the reclaimed wood. You missed out on chaos. Yeah, it was very chaotic. I actually had my my first attempts at Nagoa. I had basically a bunch of redeems. Go away. I had a bunch of redeems set up, and we did everything from, you know, making me try Nagoa to flipping my screen upside down and inverting the colors. It was very crazy. Yeah, no, I appreciate that that you asked. Thin wool sweater hype. Why are you dropping this oof emote out of context, by the way? It's too cute. Well, I'm glad you like it. Feel free to throw it in chat whenever the mood strikes your fancy. That's what it's there for. Yeah, Elephant, actually, sometimes what I'll do is I'll have specialty streams where backseating and chat interaction is the main focus, because I do enjoy getting a little chaotic sometimes and getting input from stream chats. But yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to improve my personal best. I'm definitely not a good long dark player. I'm okay-ish. You know, we've now made it 74 days in a Loper, which is definitely an achievement for me. But I know for other people, it's like, that's nothing. Who cares? I care. We are taking such a large amount of cold damage so far. I mean, not at this moment, but we have. Why am I dying? What happened? Okay, so most of the time, one of my biggest issues actually is that I die because I don't torch chain. I've gotten much better about that, but will not do that, and then a wolf will get me. This past run was just a conglomeration of bad decisions that happened at the end. So we were kind of low on food, which meant I was eating a lot of predator meat because I was... One thing you should know about me, I'm not very good at hunting. So I was having absolutely no luck hunting the one deer in the area. And for whatever reason, my snares were not catching any rabbits. So I had already eaten all of the old world food and all of the cattails in the area, so I was basically just eating predator meat. So we got parasites eventually. We knew it was bound to happen. On top of that, though, I had also been stomped by a moose. And then I took some major cold damage and got caught in a blizzard. So it was just a conglomeration of bad things happening all at once. But yeah, normally my biggest issues are getting lost, because even in maps that I know pretty well, I still manage to get lost, and there are a lot of maps that I don't know even that well. And wolves. Those tend to be my two biggest killers.
It's goddamn freezing.
Yeah, if you can survive 74, you can get to 100 and beyond. I think so too. You know, it might take me a while, but I do think I can get to 100 and more. We're gonna need to make a fire because I'm already on my last torch. That firewood just vanished before your eyes? Yes, it did. That is a very buggy piece of firewood. In, I think, Pilgrim and Voyager? There are 2 pieces of firewood there. On Stalker, there is 1, and on Interloper, it doesn't appear, but it loads in. For whatever reason. So yes, it did just disappear before my eyes. I've always joked that I would love to be able to just grab it before it disappears, but I've never been successful. Put myself out back to my base in the heavy fog and mystery. I hate it when that happens, like when it's really foggy. I mean, the plus side of fog is that it's generally warmer, but with fog, it's like, all right, this is as bad as a blizzard. I can't see anything. I'm just gonna get lost, and this is going to not end well. Do you typically play on Interloper Elephant, or do you play on a different difficulty, or mix it up? See, during the tunnel glitched. Yeah, it always does that. It's so funny. Okay, those are just stones for a second there. I thought maybe we had coal there. Sometimes you do. Oh, it's at 0. That's why we're not warming up. You've never had that happen? Well, it also depends, because if you like enter Mystery Lake from the other side, you won't see it because it will load in and then disappear in that same amount of time. So you really will only notice it if you're coming from Forlorn Muskeg, because otherwise it'll disappear before you get over there. Yeah, Pilgrim and Voyager, sometimes Stalker, mostly Voyager. Nice. I like playing on Voyager and on Pilgrim. Pilgrim especially to get to know new regions. Like, I currently have a run that I do off-stream where I play through Blackrock because it's such a large map and I don't know it at all. And trying to learn the map and deal with Timberwolves is just not something I wanted to deal with. Alright, I guess we'll just make some water and try and warm up a little.
I need something to eat.
Okay. Well, this isn't great because we'll probably run into some wolves. I need a few more. Mentioned this earlier, but I think it might have gotten lost. Your mice emotes remind me of when I was a child, but I can't put my finger on which book it was. Your emotes definitely have a nostalgic feel to them. Ah, yeah, I missed that message, but thank you for sending it again. When I first showed it to, oh, I can't remember who it was. I showed it to someone when I got my very first emote from Kitten. And they're like, oh, Despero! So that might be what you're thinking of. But yeah, I definitely wanted to go with like that cute, like relatively small face, really big ears look. Your faithful cartographer on Pilgrim just to learn the hardest maps. That's a good idea. I started doing sort of faithful cartographer-ish with HRV. We ended up dying. But I did get to know much more of the map than I knew before, so it counts as a win for me. Alright, we're gonna warm up by going into the cave and getting the coal here. That way it can start respawning as soon as possible. No help, I never mapped because I started playing before it was implemented. I'm really no help because even if I map places, I'm abysmal at remembering things. I have to have spent a really long time in an area to know it very well. Map or no map. Tale of Despero. Yeah. What about Trappers? We are going to spend the night in Trappers. I just want to get the coal so that it can start respawning in. But that's where we're going to spend the night, so it's nice and warm. And we might find food there. I really like them. Anything that gives me nostalgia, I'm like, yeah, I understand. I'm glad you like them. Apps only help me if things are sequential, yeah. I'm kind of useless at maps. That was part of the reason actually why I had to map it myself in HRV, because I didn't understand the different levels. You know, there are so many ropes and like different layers, I suppose. And it made it difficult for me to understand what the maps were actually trying to tell me. Now we could just move this coal, but I'm going to take it all with me. And then, if I'm smart, I'll remember to add it into my journal so that we know that it'll respawn on day, like, 10 or whatever. Or 11. There are no order to maps in Great Bear, it's just completely random. Yeah, that's true. Like, unless you force yourself to go in a certain order. Yeah. Struggled bad with Mystery Lake, even if I've been the most. Like, Helen's Cave? I never noticed the names that pop. Yeah, that's the other problem, is I don't remember the names. Like, I might know a place, but if someone's like, oh, you should go check out, you know, Three Strikes in Pleasant Valley, there's this and that spawns there. I'm like, I have no idea where you're talking about. Because except for obvious things like Carter Dam, the camp office, you know, like actual buildings, I won't remember what the places are called. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Elephant. I appreciate it. It's really good to have you in here. There are big areas of Mystery Lake that I can still get super lost and I find myself sticking to the same routes over and over. You know what? I hear you. I hear you completely. I have now twice in the past couple of weeks had issues going from Clear Cut to Unnamed Pond. And I don't understand how it keeps happening because I know my way through Mystery Lake pretty well. Like, it's one of the only regions that I'd feel relatively safe navigating in a blizzard. And even still, I have twice managed to go up the wrong hill and just spent a lot of time wandering around trying to figure out how to get there. Yeah, Clear Cut is just weird,
that guy who
right?
drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Hey Mint, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm doing all right, especially now that my internet seems to have stabilized. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good week and a happy Friday. Just get lost going to the lookout tower too. You know what? I sort of do too, and half the time I'll be like, oh, I'm going here, and I go to the one that's actually broken. And then I pretend like that's definitely what I was planning on doing. Hilly area by Clear Cut, that's where I get turned around. Yes! Same. Alright, so we're all struggling with the same part of the map. I feel like maybe it's designed to be confusing then. Maybe it's not us. Maybe it's not us, maybe it's the map. Super unlucky in my gacha game, but such is life. Ah. Yeah, we were talking earlier about how luck plays a huge role in a lot of things, and I'm sorry that, that luck was not on your side today. Or whenever the game was. When you want to go to one and you always end up at the other, yeah. It's odd. I feel like I would know the difference by now, but apparently I just don't. Or, that's not even always the case. Sometimes I know which is which. Like, I'll head up the one near Clear Cut, near the sign, and I'm like, I know that this is the broken one, but I only realize it about halfway up. Like, oh, right. No, this isn't where I wanted to be. I played almost 6 months and haven't spent any money at all. Frustrating at times, but overall a lot of fun. Well, that's the most important thing, is that you're having fun. And, I mean, I suppose to some degree frustration is is part of fun. At least it seems like it for a lot of people who enjoy games. Because if it were easy, why would we bother? I mean, sometimes you want easy. Sometimes you just want to relax and not worry about things. Damn the developers for tempting us with bathing suit avatars. Cave is, and exit is so green. Oh, that's why it's so green. Ooh. Let's get inside. I mean, it looks like we're okay. I don't see any wolves around, and I also don't see the bear out, but nevertheless, I'd rather not tempt fate. We're not flirting with fate today. We've already done enough flirting with parasites and death, and we saw where that got us. Alright, I'm gonna have to fill up my water bottle once we get inside. I mean, fill up my... You know what I mean. My mug with water from my water bottle. There we go. Words are hard today. Okay. Trapper's cabin. Home sweet home. We have 3 torches. I don't know that I'm gonna bother making more tonight. I might do that in the morning. Can opener. Man, but no food. Alright, maybe in the safe. I mean, you don't really want to find food in the safe, because... Oh, wait, we do have food? Sardines.
This'll come in handy.
At 82%. Not bad, not bad. There are better things to find in the safe, but, it'll probably be, like, beans and jeans or something. Okay. Like 47. Yes, sardines. Hey, Liv, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think any run has ended as intensely as that one, or that I've had one end quite like this, so I'm hoping that this one will be okay. Welcome in, it's really good to see you. I hope you're having a good week and a happy Friday. Okay, I don't remember what the second number was, so I can't miss the third. Okay, there we go. 72% gave me food poisoning. You know what? I've had, like, lots of issues with sardines. Sardines have been the cause of one of my deaths, actually. But I've been trying to trust them more when they're above 70 or 75%, because then they should theoretically not poison you. Yes, we spawned in Forlorn Muskeg kind of at the you know, overlooking the railroad, near Broken Railroad. And no worries, I understand the work lurk situation. Been there before, I appreciate it. Yes, Pizza actually sensed it. Right before we started, Pizza's like, it's gonna be a Forlorn Muskeg run. And lo and behold, it was. Food poisoning is one of those things that it can't kill you in itself, but the complications of it can dig you deep. Yes. And the problem was, it killed me in the sense that, like, I was already not in great condition because I had been attacked by a bear. And then I was low on food, so I ate my
Starving.
my low quality sardines, and we got food poisoning, and I had no medicine on me for it. So it did not end well. We ended up wandering around in a blizzard trying to figure out how to survive, and yeah. Long story short, we ended up not surviving. Note left behind. Maglins. I had a feeling it was there.
So hungry.
Well, Astrid, you might be hungry, but there is a nice juicy deer outside. Oh, I'm such a moron. I was gonna drop these. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I do that way too often. It was actually, I mean, this is probably a terrible thing to say, but it was really refreshing to see that Blades did the same thing the other day. I was like, okay, this is not just a me problem. This happens to everyone, even people who are objectively much better at the game than I am. Never mess with sardines without antibiotics, no matter how high they are, to be honest. I've never actually gotten food poisoning from them, but I think it's just my playstyle. You know what? There's nothing wrong with playing it on the safe side. Absolutely valid. I will risk it if it's over like 75 or 80%, because I'm pretty sure at that point there's zero risk, I've heard. But, you know, I have been burned before on things that I didn't think would actually get me, so I totally understand being skeptical and playing it safe. To restart my Voyager like 40 times. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? That happens sometimes. Oh, it's dear. I thought that was going to be a bear. Let's go with the stick. Evil fish. Give it at 100%. There's a tiny percentage, but that's me trying to pull a memory deep forgotten out of the back of my brain. I mean, it could be. I don't know, and I don't actually know if Hinterland has ever verified the percentages that a lot of us in the community kind of
That's a good one.
have spooking around. So it really could be either way. How cold is it? -12. It's gonna take actually quite a lot. -10. At one point, I had like 3 sardine cans on me in Ash Canyon, and that was all I had for food. And chat was like, "It's fine, just do it, just do it." And we actually were okay. We did not have any sort of issues with it, but I was still scared the entire time. Let's maybe eat one. If I'm in the kitchen and I hear you say I'm such a moron with a deep sigh. Well, you know me, Mia. Sometimes I just do stupid things. 66% granola bar gave me food poisoning, and now I have trust issues. You know what? I understand. I totally get having trust issues with food in this game. I've been burned before. $11 How long is it going to take me to get a gut? 30. That seems too risky to me. We'll wait. Okay, looking at the forums, nobody says they've gotten it above 85%. Yeah, that's kind of the number that I've heard, or like, you know, that if it's upper 80s, 90s, you're okay, you're good to go, but you never know for sure, right? Your 2% candy bar is totally fine, right? Or like, you know, a 0% soda. Always good.
Watch your profanity.
Hey, Macker, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're having a good week. Never trust granola bars and never again. And slurping down ruined dog food as if there were no tomorrow, nothing happens. You know, it's weird. There's some foods where it really doesn't matter. Like beef jerky is one of those foods, which I guess sort of makes sense. It's cured. But still, it's kind of weird to me. One thing that really bothers me, I've mentioned this before, and it's kind of silly that it bothers me as much as it does, but I don't understand why we can't boil maple syrup to get its condition up, because you can absolutely do that in real life. You can boil maple syrup and then scrape off the mold and it's good to go. I mean, it can essentially last forever. Then there's one person who claims way back when they got food poisoning from 99% cooked fish. Yeah, exactly. That's one of those things that, you know, it's hard to know, especially depending on how old these posts are. You don't know if maybe it's changed, whether it was a bug, whether they, you know, maybe mislooked. Is that even a word? I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta risk it. Energy bars you can never get food poisoning from, and also sodas. Sodas, I know. I don't think energy bars spawn in on Loper, do they? I at least haven't seen one in a very long time. Boiled moldy maple syrup. Well, you know, Amber, it's not like it's much worse than, I don't know, moldy moose meat, right? Dated 2017 and said it was years ago. Yeah, okay, so it's entirely possible that they changed the game mechanics or that they're misremembering. Who knows? Overlooked is a better word. Yes, it is. Thank you, Macker. Words are hard sometimes, you know? Energy bars are not in Loper, correct. Okay. I was gonna say, it's been a really long time since I've seen them. Then you can get food poisoning from ketchup chips. That's always my backup food. Really? Yeah, I think at this point I'm gonna have to start hoarding crackers a little bit more. I didn't realize that crackers basically never go bad, and they're super lightweight and have a lot of calories, so I really need to step up my cracker game. Okay. So from here the plan is to drop off the hide and guts, and then where are we headed? Camp office or unnamed pond? Excuse me. No. You tour.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Get over it, Astrid. Birchies! I only know impractical well. Step in my cracker game could mean other things. Could mean a lot of things, I suppose. Hey Zert, welcome in. Happy Friday. How's it going? Birch bark. I have to say, despite the frostbite, this is actually not a terrible start. I've definitely had worse starts. I'm sorry, thank you for your sacrifice.
I'm not sure I can carry
Upgrade from sardines to Ritz. Where's the other bunny? There he is. How's my torch doing? Looks like it's okay. Don't know where he went. There he is. Sweet, we are on a bunny roll today. Thank you for your sacrifice, Mr. Bunny. From saltines to seeing Steve Harvey on unicorns. Okay, Macker. Who is Steve Harvey? He is a game show host.
He doesn't seem so crazy right now.
He ended up taking over Family Feud. That was the host for that for a while. I don't know if he still is. I'm sure he's also done other things, but that's really the only thing I know Steve Harvey for is for being the host of Family Feud at one point. He's got this enormous mustache and he's bald. And he's got some really great facial expressions too. Like, I don't know if you've really watched much of or any of the Family Feud, but sometimes contestants will, you know, give answers that are a little questionable, and the looks on his that he gives when they do is just it's great. Thank you. I don't think I've ever had such luck with hunting bunnies before. We're on a roll. Oh, he also does a talk show host. Okay. Is a talk show host, not does. I didn't know that. Oh, this is a fat bunny. Oh, good bunny. What do you want to have in your bed? Women's teeth. Exactly. Why still they have very visible facial expressions myself? You know, some people are just like that. There are other people who don't really show a ton of expressions. And there are other people who are very expressive. Oh no. Now I can't see where they went. There we go. "13 minutes. Should probably actually eat. So Astrid's not starving this entire time. 99% of the photos of me I look pissed off. This is also a nice fat bunny. As I'm sure you can probably tell by my stream, I'm a very smiley person. And I'm used to having my picture taken because, 13 minutes, set a few minutes until burned. That was close. Because my mom actually used to be a photographer. So I would, you know, I would model for her when she got new backgrounds and stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to it, but occasionally things will not go as planned. I had quite a few outtakes from my most recent, like, not passport, but my recent visa picture. Ones where I looked very confused, potentially under the influence of something. Spoiler alert, I was not. Ready to be pissed off and be pissed off? Absolutely. Can't get my smile to work properly, but I have pretty white teeth, so it's a shame. Oh, that is a shame. You know what? You might also just be a little self-critical. I know that there are plenty of people who don't like the way their smile looks or the way they look in pictures, but really it's because we don't see ourselves very often, and when we do, it's in a mirror, which is, you know, obviously mirrored, unlike when we have our pictures taken. So it's, you know, it takes a little getting used to as well. I probably should put this stuff outside. In the refrigerator. Cool photo, my hair got messed up by a green screen because I had it dyed blue and it faded slightly green. Oh no! Very giggly person, which I know is a total shocker, right, Snooze? Where's the other cooking pot? Do I have it? I think I might have it in my... Oh. Is it over here? I don't see it here, but I thought I had it. Maybe I left it out by the deer. I love taking photos of me, and I actually like to joke past it, but I look, so I see myself often. Well, then I guess if you own it, that's what matters, you know? As long as it doesn't bother you too much. I think I have an answer to what is best in life. Clicky top pens. They are kind of addictive, aren't they? I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people that, like, my hands will fidget if I'm not doing something. So typically I'm on my phone or typing and gaming and that sort of thing. But if I'm not doing one of those things, I'm usually fidgeting with something. So clicky top pens are fantastic, as are hair ties. I like to just like mess with them. But yeah, you're right. Clicky top pens are pretty fantastic. No, I let my fire go out like a doofus. Oh no. Okay, we'll bring this stuff outside. Every person from my part of Europe has the same expression when we look like we're gonna kill you. But you're not actually gonna kill us, right, Macker? $153 calories. Do you mind if I actually send you the yearbook photo because it's actually kind of fun? No, that's fine. I cannot believe I let my fire go out. I was keeping such a good eye on it too because I wanted to break down the chair and... oh well. Just ate Astrid, I swear. She's always hungry. But hey, this has been a productive, like, day or two. Oh, and I could have dropped all of these when we came in. I think I'd be better about dropping the stuff that I need to have curing. It's okay. I'm not going to ask how long it takes for these things to cure because I'll just find out in time. Okay, if it's like 10% a day for the saplings. That seems like a long time. Okay, notes. Coal from... MT Cave. Picked up on day... Was that 1 or 0? I guess 0. Trappers. We currently have 1 deer hide, 2 bunny, and... let's see, 8 birch. Birth? Okay. 1 maple. And this is gonna be what, 4 guts. Wait, we actually don't have intentions to kill. Discord DM'd it. Alright, thank you. I'll check it out after stream then. Best in life, it's a tie between Sharpie and highlighter. Ooh. I think I would go with highlighters, although Sharpies are probably more useful. Now that I think about it. Eight children on day 0. Wow. Yeah, Astrid's been busy. What happened to my bunny? Did I drop it? I did.
I never thought I'd be dying from...
So Sharpie highlighter would just be divine. Yes. You're right. And bunny hide. Okay, let's see if I can make my way outside. Looks like it. An S language. Any particular S language? They're saying that because I don't know what languages the game has. All right, fair enough. Yeah, so let's see. S languages that we would have would be probably Spanish and Swedish. Let's see, display. We'll do Swedish because it's the first one here, I suppose. Yeah, all right. Seems good. Yes, Doc, we are back. I apologize again for the issues, but we are tillbaka to spell it, or however the heck you say this in Swedish. It's still called Trapper's Cabin? No, it must have already been loaded in that way. Oh, I should have probably made my way to the... Oh no, trying to find the bed when I don't know what bed is. I'm assuming this is the workbench though, because that looks like... So this would be the bed. Yeah, look, I found the word for bed. Is that Swedish in Swedish? You know what? We did the language change last week during our chaos stream, and I enjoyed it so much that I decided to leave it. There are a few others that'll come and go from that stream because some of them, depending on what I'm doing, I may or may not want to include. But this was definitely a fun one. You should apologize. How dare you live on top of the Frankfurt up with direct fiber line? I know, right? How dare I?
Food.
How dare I? Oh, we have Kurdskada. I apologize to any actual Swedish speakers. As you can tell, I do not speak Swedish. It might end up being more than 400, honestly. I don't know. It was just because I wanted to have a lot of chaos in the last stream, but I might tweak it. I can't remember how long it was supposed to be for, if it was 5 or 10 minutes, but we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. Okay, it's too dark for us to do anything. I can craft tea. Tilrednever. Sure. I liked the inverted video.
Of course.
You know, I did too, and I did think about it. Like I said, that'll come in waves when it comes back. I really wanted to do a good job today. I didn't want to kill my personal best run, even though that's what ended up happening. And so I was like, oh, I would really hate it if I'm in the middle of a moose fight and someone was like, hey, let's flip it upside down right now, you know? Don't even have those letters on my keyboard. You could. You can download virtual keyboards. I have like, well, on my computer I have two. I have the US keyboard and the German keyboard. And that gets confusing because I'm pretty good at typing with the US keyboard, but for work and stuff, I have to use the German keyboard. And my physical keyboard is a German keyboard. And those things just don't always line up, and so in my brain, you'll get some weird things. You'll see me occasionally switch my Y's and Z's. That's why. Zert, I am so sorry to tell you that we did not kill that moose before I died. We didn't even get to see him before we died. It was a shame. Never played with Swedish settings. I see now they have translated everything really weird. Do you speak Swedish? I don't know, like, anything in Swedish. Except Ledarlappen, which I think is Bat or Batman, something like that. Back in my day, you'd have to install a keyboard image and then lay a rubber pad on top of your keyboard to change what the keys said. That's cool. See, I don't actually have like a like, obviously my regular keyboard doesn't change. It always looks German, but I can at least change the input. My Spanish work, I just copy and paste the accent. That works too. Quirtas! Yeah, exactly, James. That's what we're talking about. Quirts. Ah, I didn't know that, Anbert. Cool, so you also only play in English then. We had this discussion last time. I'm sorry that this is now getting really boring because it's nighttime and we can't really do anything at this point. We were talking about this last week. A lot of people were requesting their native language, but they had never played it in that language before, and they're like, wow, that's a really weird translation. Very minor Spanish because of school. You know what? That's more Spanish than I know. I don't really know any Spanish.
Because I love horses.
Every interaction I ever have with dogs further reinforces my distaste for them. Oh no! What happened? Every now and then when I'm learning Spanish, I see the English translation for a word and I don't even know the English word. Hey, it happens. That's all the fun of learning a new language, I suppose. Also, Anbert, I'm terribly, terribly sorry if I've offended you with my attempts at speaking Swedish. We have survived one day, and it's still not morning yet. Should I make more tinder plugs? That would at least pass the time. I guess. Hey, Wendy, we're playing in Swedish right now. Welcome in. Happy Friday. How you doing? Oh, continue attempting. Okay. Oh, I'm sure you're not butchering English. Okay, so my guess would be that this is something like Tinderplug. I have no idea. What's interesting about Swedish to me is like I can look at it and with enough of my German and English brain, I feel like some words I can decipher. But this like thing, or however I would pronounce this, I don't know, looks to me like my brain is associating it with the French word for blood, and that's definitely not what this is. I suppose we could start a fire and make some water. Hinder. Oh yay! I can actually speak Swedish, guys! Brasa. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Really on my break eating pizza. Nice. That sounds awesome. Mostly looking because of me needing to finish my assignment. Okay. Well, I do appreciate the lurk, and good luck with the assignment. Aren't most European languages slightly similar? It really depends on which language family they come from. So, for example, oh, we don't want to use the coal. If you have like a Germanic language versus a Romance language, okay, then the Germanic languages are obviously going to be more similar than the Germanic to the Romance. Rob! Welcome in. Happy Friday. Okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna make some water? I think I'm gonna make water. Guess Urinate might be a better word. I don't know if Automod bopped me. I wonder if it did because I have no idea what you're talking about, Mint. But it could be that I just missed your message. That happens too. Oh no. Okay, so Wendy, I'm sorry that you actually didn't get to see the quick spin, but you could tell that it was happening. I could not control my mouse. That was fun. Alright, what am I gonna do? I guess I'll add more wood onto the fire. It's with a very long lead leash, like 20 to 30 feet, let his dog urinate in 3 different... Ew! Yeah, okay, it could just be my settings. Is the quick spin you pretending to be so fast that I did not see? No, it was because I was in a menu. Hold on, let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Because it is also not really fair that it didn't work. But here I can test the alert so that you can see what happens. So if we're back at the game and I'm not in a menu. Hello? There we go. Whee! It just spins like that. It'll spin me around. And that was supposed to happen, but because I was in the menu, it had nowhere to spin me to, so it just kept moving my mouse to the side. I have chat filters turned off because I'm an adult. I have it turned on because some people are weirdos. Like, really significantly weird weirdos. And I'm okay with some people being weird. Sometimes it's just like too much. Cocked. I don't know how to say 29 minuter. You spin me right round, baby, right round. I really like that actually. It's a fun little quirky thing. Yeah, I also hope the pallets were shrink wrapped. That's really, really gross. I can't believe that someone would just let their dog do that. Chat filters turned off myself because sometimes it censors words that have no need to be censored. That is true. There are a lot of times that stuff will come through and it's like, did we filter this properly? And I click it because I know the people who are writing it and I look at it and I'm just like, I mean, I suppose in some contexts, but this is fine here. So weird. We should probably leave some coal here. Okay. So in that case, we can put that in here as well. 4 guts and 6 coal. Pizza fingers are bad for typing. Is that so, pizza? I'm kidding. 12 minutes, okay. Twitch keeps tagging me to your messages. Silly Twitch. Alright, we're at 23% / 16%. What am I gonna do? Do we try and make it over to from trappers to camp office? No, okay. We just had to wait a little longer. Use a filtered shoes, Saturday therapist, basement horseman. Yeah, sometimes filters just don't work the way you'd expect. We're outside, but I wouldn't buy product if it smelled like... Yeah, I wouldn't either. I understand. That's... Ugh. Keyword is pizza. Translation for notes is more like remarks. Interesting choice. I was really hoping that we'd at least have some nice Maglens weather, so we don't need to waste another match. But apparently that is not going to be the case. Yeah, it's like it's bad enough when games or services will censor words that, you know, can be hurtful in some contexts, but really it's not really necessary to censor them. It's a whole nother thing when they censor words that include words that could be bad, because it's like if you're reaching that far to say, okay, I'm going to use the word shoes to insult you and I'm just going to capitalize the, you know, the main insult, kind of like, all right, but there are other ways that you could insult someone, you know? All right, it's been 16 minutes. I feel like we can change the language back. Maybe if I can figure out how to do that visa. Interesting. Bekräfte. I don't know that I've ever actually played this in German before, so I don't know how good the translation is in German. Although I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure I made Blades play it in German once when he had this redeem, like months ago. Gonna warm up. The other day I saw somebody, their username was the Pizza Waffle. Maybe we're writing reviews and grades. Maybe we are. Maybe today is a solid B. B plus. Blame the British. The Pizza Waffle is yeah, exactly. It's just a combination of our usernames. Very Okay, let's see. Do I eat this now? I think I probably should. I need to go out and find more food. Let our stuff cure. This weather is really weird. Is this Maglen's weather? It is not. I didn't think so, but it looked like it could almost be. Why are there so many deer over here? Man, it looks like I missed Maglen's weather while I was asleep. Go figure. Could you imagine if I was walking this way and then all of a sudden the moose just spawned in front of us? I think I'd probably cry. The deer are coming for you because you don't have a bow. They know. It's true. I swear they know. And they're just like, we're totally safe, so who cares? And as soon as I make a bow, they'll be like, oh, never mind. Okay, where could I find a hammer? We could find a hammer, I think, potentially at the lookout tower. I don't know where other spawn places are. Ooh. Let's try and get this bunny. Ah, why can I never find this? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Send in a boo at the moment they... Once you have one, they disappear. Exactly. Oh no! It went behind him.
I can't feel my feet.
Died by moose, you've died by bear, you've died by wolf, but have you died by deer? Not yet. There we go. Thank you for your sacrifice. I'm sorry. The bunny simply had to die. I don't think I've died by bunny yet either.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Alright. Do we have this bear? There are no bones over here, so I'm gonna say no. I mean, it's too windy to start a fire here. I beg to differ. We're in basically a cave. Death by bunny, I think, is actually more possible than death by deer. What makes you think that? I'm curious as to how the bunny is going to kill me.
Oh, lucky day.
Oh, I don't know why I bothered putting out that torch. Let's use a coal. And we'll cook up this bunny. 19 minutes. Nope, no trapper's bear. Yeah, it is a bummer. He's not too difficult to get if you can hide inside the little either like the barn or up near trappers itself. Eat deer meat raw, you may then die by deer. That's a good point, sir. Bunnies can team up and claw you or something. What can deer do? I don't know. I'd be afraid of deer, like, coming after me with their antlers. Imagine hundreds of bunnies came running after you and toppled you. Oh, I'm just imagining a big bunny hug. Where is that other bunny? It's up on the hill. Okay. We'll stay near the fire and wait for him to get closer. Because I don't know, I guess I'd rather be tackled by 100 bunnies than 100 deer. I mean, deer could like trample you, right? That's it, Mr. Bunny. Hop on closer. They aren't friendly bunnies. Yeah, exactly. There are videos of deer attacking people. Like, you could definitely... deer could definitely take you down if they wanted to. Because most of the time they're too chill and kind of scared to do so. Hey, come on, Mr. Bunny. You're coming with me. Thank you for your sacrifice. Vicious man-eating carnivorous bunnies. To my boss and he laughs, so I guess we're good? Seems like a valid response from a, you know, a boss. Makes sense. Not. Wanted to look up the stats of death by bunny, but you get a whole different search result than the one I wanted to find. I am confused and ooh, another fat bunny. And also intrigued. Mostly a lot of dying bunny. Oh no! Okay, that's sad. Eating nothing but bunnies can actually kill you. Yes, that is true, because they don't really provide you with enough different nutrients. They're like... You'd miss a lot of key nutrients. You just ate bunnies. Study shows the rabbit's average bite is around 70 newtons in force, approximately a third of an average dog bite. That's actually pretty intense. I did not know that. The more you know. Okay, we're gonna have to do this later. Bunnies can transmit some diseases. That's true. That is a good point. Love a mod that swapped all the animal cosmetics. What would you do with it, Mint? Like, what kinds of things would you change? Combine that with the size. A bunny the size of a dog would then be more dangerous compared to a dog. That's a good point. Probably, actually. Or their bite, anyway. Yeah, probably. Bunnies that attack like wolves. Deer that hit as hard as a moose. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be something else. That I don't know that I'd be able to handle it. I don't think bunnies can actually grow that big. I mean, I know there are some hares that get really large, but I guess it depends on what size dog we're talking too, because there are plenty of small dogs out there and there are plenty of really, really big dogs out there. Longest rabbit is Darius. Flemish giant rabbit. And be 4 foot 3 inches when measured. My god, okay. So I know it's still a significant amount, but like, that bunny, if you stretched him out, is only a foot shorter than me. That's not okay with me. That is a big bunny. That's not okay.
I need something to eat.
I love how she's cooking all this rabbit meat and she's just like, I need something to eat. A rodent sanctuary, and some of the giant blemishes are larger than the little dog. Wow! Also, a rodent sanctuary sounds really cool. It reminds me of the fact that, like, I know that, at least in my city and in a lot of other cities around here, there are, like, hedgehog hospitals, basically, because hedgehogs are kind of dumb. And so, when they're, like, out in the road or in a bicycle path or something, if they see something coming at them, they'll just curl up in a ball rather than, like, try and get out of the way. So they tend to get hurt a lot. We actually brought a hedgehog to such a hospital at one point because it fell down the stairs in a neighbor's back garden, and we went with them. And it was just so cute because they put it in this little place to keep them warm and dry and safe and fed. This like little, it wasn't really a cage per se, but you know, an enclosure. And they fed it scrambled eggs, and it was the cutest thing to just watch him nibbling on scrambled eggs. I'm a big fan of animals, in case you can't tell. Would have been cute. A bunch of little hamsters and mice and rats and rabbits. I love that so much. Dutch song, a very serious song about the death of a hedgehog. Really, Wendy? That's kind of random. But also pretty cool. Lunchtime, alright. Bon appetit. The Flemish giant. If one came hopping along, you might at first glance mistake it for a dog. The rabbit weighs 15 pounds on average and can reach a length of 2.5 feet. That's wild. So the 4.3 was an insane record. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Man. We are learning some cool stuff today. This is what I love about streaming and Twitch chat, is we have these really interesting conversations about the most random things sometimes, and I get to learn so much. I love that. Some more useful stuff than others, not gonna lie, but it's still fun. There's also Harvey, the 6-foot-tall invisible rabbit from that old Jimmy Stewart movie. Exactly. Hey, Baba, welcome in. It's great to see you. How are you doing today? I hope cleanup is going okay. Fingers crossed that things are getting close to being straightened out and back to normal. Oh my god, Wendy, that's so depressing. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised that something like that exists. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that existed in German, too. But it's also really depressing. Alright, Do I take this stuff with me? Hey, Killer Tuna, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Tuna, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. How was your stream? How did the run go? Tell us all about it. Alright. At least it looks like it's not going to be super windy, so I think we can maybe make it to camp office after all. Yeah, it's great to see you too. Great to have you here. I hope you've been having a good week, and I hope that your stream went well. Hyped up your mouse emotes. Oh, thanks. Alright, so essentially what's going on right now for everyone who just came in with the raid, we died on my personal best run at the start of stream, and then my internet went out. No, then we died, and then, yeah, so we died, we started, my internet went out, and now we're on day, like, 1 at this point. We spawned in Forlorn Muskeg, we got some matches. So far we've been having a lot of luck with rabbits, which is actually not usually the case for me. Usually I'm very bad at stoning rabbits, but we've got that. We've got some saplings curing already, but I need to find a bedroll and a hammer. Specifically a hammer first, so that we can go forge. But a bedroll would also be very nice. Short stream, but it went well. Yeah, so I would say all in all the new run is going well. And hey, short streams can be just as fun as long streams, you know? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to light a new torch anyway. I want to try and get this other bunny. Been having such good luck with bunnies. No, that one scared him. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can still get him. I'm so sure of it. Actually, this is a bad idea. We're running into wolf territory, stinking to high heavens. This is a bad idea. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the emotes. Hey, Alphabet Shoop, welcome in. Yes, new run hype, and this one seems to be going well. We do have frostbite, but you know what? That's okay with me. We've been in worse condition. Aha. What do you mean no weapons in inventory? We have a weapon right here. Try ravine, maybe hammer and flare pistol. Alright. Trying to think. I think there's also a chance for the hammer here at the lookout tower, although the flare gun would be really nice if we go back to Forlorn Muskeg for our forge, because that bear is super sketchy. Don't like him one little bit. Oh my goodness, stream elements, chill. So many messages. There are many chances for hammers. You know, I don't usually get my hammer in Mystery Lake, so that's why I don't really know where all the spawns are. Typically, when I've gotten a hammer, it's because I've, like, spawned in Pleasant Valley, and I know a couple of spawns for that there.
I gotta eat soon.
So much food, and I just don't feed her. Frostbite is Astrid's red badge of courage, exactly. And you know what? It's not that bad. You know, it's just one frostbite. Okay. She's been in worse situations. You know, actually, in our personal best run that we just died, we just lost. Although we didn't have frostbite, we did have a very rough start, a much rougher start than this one. We got mauled on like day 2 or something. I don't think that'll happen in this one. Probably shouldn't say that, because now I've maybe just jinxed myself. How did my PB end? That is a great question. It was a series of unfortunate events. So, it goes back to when I was moose hunting. I got stomped at the very beginning, and then I decided not to wait until my ribs healed to try a second time, and I got stomped a second time. My first round of ribs healed, but my second one was still going, and on top of that, I had eaten all of the old world food and all of the cattails in the region, and I was having absolutely no luck hunting the deer. And for whatever reason, my snares were not working, so I was relying on predator meat, and I was flirting with parasites, and lo and behold, we got parasites. So we had parasites and broken ribs. And then we went out and we're like, well, let's go get some old world food and cattails and stuff from the first half, like where the lake is, at the entrance to Broken Railroad, because when I came in, I just, goated over. And so I knew there was still some cattails there, and I was like, this will be good, we'll get some energy before we go after the moose again. Well, I made a mistake when I made my fire, so we took some cold damage. And then we were not in great shape, and then we were low on on fuel. And yeah, long story short, we got caught in a blizzard, had no way to keep ourselves warm, and had no food. So it was just one quick spiral. We got to day 74 though. So flirting with parasites sounds like a memoir. And, it kind of is. It is the memoir of my PB, I suppose.
I wonder if the owner's around.
The owner of the granola bar? Okay. Yeah. And I had mentioned at the start of stream that I had been flirting with parasites, and lo and behold, there they were. And I've never had them before. It was a long, tragic death, yes. Take me down to Parasite City, where the meat is green and the worms are wriggly. I like that. That was an extra long... Okay, there's something about this particular whetstone that is extra long. I'm not crazy. You can make a bunch of tinder, I suppose. Can't hurt. Cascade of ill-advised decisions and bad luck. Exactly. That's just how it was. I've definitely made worse decisions, but that was certainly a long line of bad ones. But it's okay. I knew that it was... I knew that it was not looking good. I should have left the region earlier, honestly, to go get cattails and just recover and... Bedroll, yes! And just get my, get my ribs healed, but I didn't.
So hungry.
Suddenly gotten extremely hungry, so I'm gonna go heat up some leftovers. Sounds like a good plan. Enjoy. Gotten 2 streamers to sing today. Nice. Yeah, it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's not too difficult to get me to sing a song. If I know what it is and lyrics are in chat, I will end up singing at least a little bit. I usually stop pretty quickly because, well, firstly, want to save everyone's ears, but also I don't know if that's going to be like an issue copyright-wise. Although, that would imply that it's good enough that algorithms could recognize it as the song. Pizza got really salty because of the bacon, so it no longer tastes good. Oh no!
Man, I could use a drink.
Who'd have ever thought that bacon could ruin a dish? I guess too much of a good thing is not always a good thing, right? Alright, let's drop our bunnies. Oh wait, actually we need to harvest the guts. That'll take 10 minutes. Okay, and this will take way longer than that. We need to repair some of these things, but we don't have a sewing kit yet. Musical talent is validated by computer algorithm. That would be interesting. See at what point it's considered, like, recognizable by the algorithm. Alright, 38 minutes. Let's have something to drink and I can go break down those rates. Are we gonna stay here for the night? That's a good question. We might. Usually bacon is good, but I feel like I got a spoon of salt every time I take a bite. That sounds like really salty bacon. How are we doing on torches? 6. I could use a few more. Go. I don't speak, or I don't understand enough Dutch to decipher that one, Mia. Well, I guess we're just gonna harvest these bunnies. Oh, it's about the song. Okay, I could have guessed that, I suppose. All right. So let's drop this stuff. Drop our bunnies and our guts, and then I can make a note of it. Camp office. 2 bunny, 2 guts. We're still stinky because of all the meat, but we're gonna be eating some of that. It's so sad, poor hedgehog. It's really upsetting to hear that there's such a depressing song about this hedgehog. I think hedgehogs are super cute. All right, let's eat some bunny meat. It's the weirdest song ever because being so graphic and sounding so serious yet innocent at the same time. That is really bizarre. I wonder why it exists, you know? Like, who thought that this was a good idea? I should have dropped the bunny meat outside. We'll drop it inside. I don't think that helps a lot, but it might help a little. Welcome back, pizza. Hope the leftovers were good. So the other day, we were in Blade's channel and he was mentioning that he had a craving for Chinese food, which made me have a craving for Chinese food. And seeing as the restaurants that we usually order from are both on
I could eat a horse.
On break for like a couple of weeks, we decided to try ordering from a Chinese place. Now, we've tried ordering from a different Chinese place before and we were kind of disappointed, so we're like, well, okay, let's go for this place. It looks really good, it has really good reviews and quite a lot of them, so it can't be that bad, right? Well, mine came and it was decent, it was fine, but the meal that my husband got, I felt really bad because it was supposedly like their house specialty, and it was more expensive than mine, and it was just like, it was such a disappointment. It looked so sad. It looked like they had just taken veggies and hadn't even roasted them or anything and just threw them in this sauce that had like no flavor. And it was just like, it was super disappointing and I felt really bad. And then I felt extra bad because then the next day yesterday. I went into work, which I only do like once a week, basically. And we had a visitor, and so my boss was like, all right, we're gonna order food for everyone. We're gonna order like little Chinese meals to like split amongst us all. And it was also really good. And I was like, why do I keep getting all the good Chinese food and my husband just like keeps striking out? The Chinese buffet recently. There we go, more Chinese food. My fortune cookie had no fortune. That's suspicious. My two friends and I were taking a photo. She tried to talk to us so innocently. We all felt so bad. I mean, I suppose there are worse things that could have happened. We really need to repair some of these clothes. They're all falling apart on us. What can I do? Can I make any teas maybe? Yes. Yes, I can. The weather seems okay. We probably should make bandages. I mean, the cookie, and I can't even remember what it said. The worst fortune I've ever seen was not mine, but it was my dad's. He opened up a fortune cookie, and I'm not kidding, his fortune said, when you squeeze an orange juice comes out because that's what's inside. And I was just like, are you serious? What kind of a fortune is that? Did your husband recently find a desiccated monkey paw and wish for Chinese food? Not that I'm aware of, but I guess I have to ask. Maybe that was the problem. What? Wendy, whenever you make a wish with a monkey paw, there's a chance that you'll get your wish, but not as you expect it. I don't know. Can I sleep anymore? Not tired enough. Come on. What do you mean I'm not tired enough? Chinese buffet also had sushi and it was really good. Oh. Well, I'm glad it was good. I know that sushi can be kind of hit or miss in some places. I personally am not a huge sushi fan, so I can't really judge it, but I've heard that you can have some like pretty bad sushi experiences.
Where can I find something to eat?
Oh, stop complaining, Astrid. It's fine. Random fortune cookie generator. Yeah, pretty much. That must have been what happened. That's the only explanation. I'm kind of hoping... Why are we crouching?
That's brilliant!
Thank you. What happened to your points? I don't know, Rock. What happened to your points? Oh my goodness. Can I find my way out of here without... Wait a minute. No, I just wasted a match. Oh, crap. But welcome in, Rock. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a good week. All right, we gotta put away this torch so that doesn't happen again. Base sushi is often hit or miss. Usually best to get your sushi to order or from conveyor belt sushi places. Yeah, I've heard about conveyor belt sushi places. I've never been, but the concept of it sounds really cool to me. Someone inverted my points count. Wasn't me! Chinese food last night. Fortune was, and I'm not making this up, your life will completely change soon. And I was like, how? For good or bad? That's really ominous. It's the same. It was super cheap as well. Okay. Yeah, sure thing. All right, let's hope that it's Maglin's weather. Less than 15 a person is really cheap. That's a great deal. Please be Maglin's weather. I didn't even really look at the sky. It is. Oh, come on. Sorry, for whatever reason, I just got a pop-up from Epic Stores that happened to place itself right over right over my buttons.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
My uncle and aunt run an excellent Chinese restaurant in our city. My mother's side is Chinese and Taiwanese. That's awesome. It's always nice when you also get like quality food that's like actually authentic. I think that's part of the problem with a lot of the places that we've tried around here is that it's no longer Maglin's weather. Oh, come on. Is that a lot of the places are just trying to make Chinese food and it's just not going well. Did some research on magic beds in TLD, now I know where they are. So is the one in Trappers actually a magic bed? I know there's been some debate about it. Alright, it's still, yeah, this is the opposite of... This is the opposite of Maglin's weather. Oh no. Oh no, oh my god, that scared me so much. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come on, fight back already, Astrid. Fight back, get him off. Holy sh... I apologize for the bad language. Failed attempt to start a fire. Oh my god, ruined my shoes.
Drop any of this gear.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of health lost. All right, let's see what the damage is. Sprained ankle and sprained wrist. That's not too bad. That'll go away quickly. But we lost like all of our clothes. Gee. That was not good. Yeah, that scared me too, Mia. Most Chinese restaurants don't make authentic food because they don't have sufficient clientele who know or want authentic food. That's a good point, Baba. Which is really too bad because the places that I've gone to that I have been told at least are authentic are really, really good. And so like it's frustrating to see that a lot of places will then try and make things that are that the maybe that the locals are more accustomed to. I don't know. Yeah, there go our clothes. Yeah. So we lost a Mackinaw, we lost a scarf, we lost driving gloves, we lost our pants. I don't even think I can repair this stuff because I don't have a sewing kit. My friend who works in a Mexican restaurant, they say most of the food there are very whitewashed. That's too bad too.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Yeah, you will make it, Astrid. It's fine. I think I might start a fire down here. Well, I suppose instead of a bear attack, we get a wolf attack. I shouldn't have said anything. All right, Wendy, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it.
Come on, little fire.
A general rule of picking a good authentic Chinese restaurant are most of the customers Chinese families, if so the food is as good or better than what they'd make at home. Yes, I have definitely noticed that that's the case. Like, one of our favorite places to go when we actually go out to eat, and it's, in another city. Like, some of the waiters, you can tell, don't even really... are not super comfortable speaking German because they have so many Chinese customers, which is great. It's a really good sign, and we've never been disappointed. So to repeat my answer rudely interrupted by a wolf, Trappers is a double magic bed. It gives double bonus 10%. Other magic beds are 5%. That's interesting, Parag. I honestly thought that the magic bed thing was kind of an urban legend. Hey, Lily. How's it going? So, we just got mauled by a wolf. Right outside of camp office, no less. Which is why our health is as abysmal as it is. Yeah. So there's that. Really run Mexican restaurant just opened up minutes from my home, but because it just opened up, they're still working out street. Yeah, that happens. That makes sense. I mean, it takes a while to get things going. What is a magic bed? A magic bed is one that gives you more recovery than others, essentially. Yeah, we've been in better shape before. I went outside and was really excited because we had Maglens weather, but then the wind changed direction, so we couldn't make it where I wanted to. So I went around the back of the camp office and found a place to place it. And then from there, we no longer had Maglens weather, so I had to use a match. And when I went to light my fire, he came up and started growling behind us, and I knew that if we failed the fire that he was going to attack us, and lo and behold, Astrid failed the fire because she sucks sometimes. Emily, I went there a bit ago and we got food and it was good, but the service was what you'd expect from a just open restaurant. Yeah, it's always really, really busy when you first open a restaurant. There's a lot of stuff to work out still.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I probably shouldn't do this now, actually. We can make some water, though. The magic of being extra comfy, exactly. So tested a lot of caves, there are no magic caves, so that's a bummer. I'm tempted to ask where the magic beds are, but on the other hand, I feel like I shouldn't know. I did hear about Trappers, so I know that one. Why does this one take 2 hours? The other one took 45 minutes. I need more time on this fire. Also takes 2 hours. Seriously, what kind of chair is this? And the interesting thing about this wolf fight is the fact that all he did was sprain our wrist and ankle, but didn't actually take any major damage. Very weird. There's one in almost every region, really. That's kind of cool. Completed beds are better than just the plain mattresses. That probably would make sense. I think they're warmer, right? I mean, maybe not better in terms of health recovery, but I think they're usually warmer. Ravine cave closest to coastal is super warm. You can rest in without a fire, even in a blizzard. Like regardless of what kind of clothing you have. It must be a really sturdy chair. You're right. There's a magic bed that's just a mattress. Must be apostrophic. Okay, 9 minutes until boiled. And then what? Do I rest a little bit to try and recover, I suppose? I really didn't want to eat up all my food, but we can't let her get hungry and take more damage. I mean, I suppose we could go out and try and get cattails and stuff. It's an intricate chair, yes. That must be it. Very sturdy. Very special. Alright, Atreyu, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you have a good Friday, and I'm sure I'll see you around somewhere. For that ravine cave, provided you have all your main clothing slots filled, you should be fine. Okay, makes sense. We're gonna have to hope that we get lucky with clothing. This was what happened to me last time, basically, too, was, because I got mauled, then a bear, this time a wolf, I really struggled with staying warm because my clothing slots were not fully filled. Really have to hope we find some good stuff. In your situation, it would be wise to head to Trappers to get the HP back faster. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. But, I mean, by now you know my style of gameplay, and it's never smart.
Ow!
I'm hoping to find more clothing, although it is no, we still have the better part of the day. So I think we can try and check out some of these cabins over here to see if there's any clothes, and then make it back to Trappers.
First aid soon.
You're fine, Astrid. You're fine. Stop complaining. No big words, but I don't know how to spell them. You know what? I've never been really great at spelling either, pizza. It's not one of my strong suits. I mean, I can't tell you the number of times I've looked up the word guarantee. Just to double check, just to guarantee that I've spelled it correctly. Definitely by day 10 or 15 you should be warm enough, you should have warm enough clothing to sleep in the cave with a bedroll and be fine. Nice, okay, that's really good to know. Thanks, Baba. Okay. Let's see anything else here.
That smarts a bit.
Yeah, we could get more frostbite before we get to Trappers, that's true. I'm really hoping that we find some clothing, though. Seat of your pants in a Loper, let's go! You know what? That's kind of how we play it here. Lots of runs without pants and without good gear, and I don't know. Just don't sleep in other caves and ravine. That one is cold and requires a... Ah, okay. The other cave, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did spend a lot of time outside in my last run. But typically I don't, so I haven't really been paying attention to cave warmths, but that's obviously something I need to start paying attention to for these longer runs. And try and avoid cabin fever. Alright, can't run. Healed our sprain risk, which is good. Or heavy late game clothing to stay warm. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, nice, it's clearing up. Silly fog. Why are there no cattails? Had to learn these things for cabin fever and parasites reasons. Yeah, makes sense.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Plus, with your run where you were doing so many days in each region, obviously you also have to figure out where's the warmest place to sleep and where can you hang out during blizzards and stuff. So it makes sense. Well, the temp is usually early morning, so as long as you don't have long sleep overnight, you'll be fine even without good clothes. Good point, Fox. I have terrible clothes at the moment. We really need to find a sewing kit and or better clothes. The bear has eaten all the cattails. It's really not cool. Do I typically stream this late? Yeah, this isn't totally unusual for me. I probably won't be streaming a whole lot longer, but yeah. Usually, it depends on when I start. exactly, but usually I stream for like 3 to 4 hours at this point. I don't think I have enough time to break down these things before my torch goes out. Sleep until 4 a.m., then start a fire to warm teas and prep torches. That's a smart idea. Oh, that wasn't long enough for my torch. That's okay. I've been missing waffle content. Maybe. The side of the lake, there's some near the bear cave, some in the middle of the small island, not many elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, I know the ones like around the middle of the island, like that mini island in the center. But I always expect there to be more over here than there are. No, I usually start around, still not Maglen's weather.
Cold is making my head.
And I know there's a wolf around here. Normally I'll start between like 1:30 and 3 my time. So like between like 6:30 and 9. And then I'll usually stream for 3-4 hours. Sometimes longer for special streams, sometimes less if my schedule doesn't allow, but yeah, that's usually how it goes. Lots of good cattails here, at least. And helpful crows. Alright, so we've got Lake Bear. Let's keep our distance from him. We're waking up early when school begins again. Tend to watch streams while I'm on the bus, so I'll be able to see. Ah, nice. That'll work out well.
If I don't warm up.
Yeah, we gotta get inside and feed her. Super excited for controller chaos? Yeah. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous about it. But I'm also excited for it.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Come on, Astrid, stop complaining. I think we're gonna try and do a mix. I'll probably play a little bit of TLD, and I might also play something a little more combat-y, like Hellblade, just to see how that goes. I don't know. I haven't quite decided how we're going to do the controller chaos exactly. I agree, Zard. I like hunting this bear.
This will come in handy.
Sweet. It's something. It's not great, but it's something. Alright, I guess we're probably not going to make it back to Trappers. Even though that would have been the smart thing to do. Although we still have some time, I just need to warm up. Maybe I make a fire outside? We're at RB in 4th period by this time. I'll have to set an alarm on Sunday. Ah, nah. You can just roll on in whenever you wake up. Gives me the incentive to fix your sleep schedule for school. I suppose there is that. It is kind of a good idea to be getting up early for school and being prepared for that. Come on, Astrid. Oh, of course I'm struggling so much more. We're only at fire starting 1. I'm so used to using Fire Master.
One little fire.
I like to set alarms for special streams. Aw, I feel honored that I am a special stream worth setting an alarm for. Yeah, controller chaos should be interesting. There's really only like one game that I'm comfortable playing on controller, and that's Okami. And that's because it's the only game I've only ever played with controller. But we're not going to play that because that would be too easy. That wouldn't be chaos. How cold is it? -3? Okay. That should be plenty warm. Oh, we need more torches. Am I gonna keep these? I think I'm even gonna get rid of this one. This one's pretty terrible. Is it just me or is this weather really weird? $58, all right. Let's make some more water to warm up. To actually pay attention to this so that we don't let the fire burn out.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Yes, yes, I know you could eat about anything right now, Astrid. Maybe I should drink a birch bark tea. We can always try and pick up more birch bark on our way back to Trappers. I think that's a good idea. Alright, let's throw some more sticks on the fire so we can grab a few more torches. Birch bark tea will also give you some calories, which you need. Yes, exactly. It'll give us some calories, it'll recover us, it'll keep us a little bit warm while we're out on the road. All in all, I feel like it's probably a good idea. Birch bark is renewable, so it doesn't hurt to drink. Exactly. That's one thing I love about birch bark, is it being the only renewable tea. Just gotta make sure I drink it before it gets cold. But I don't want to drink it now and waste that warmth bonus. Okay, nothing really exciting in here. I'm not gonna bother breaking down those things yet. Nothing in the crate. Okay. Don't like that I don't see the bear right now. Makes me a little uneasy. Okay.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Scarf and chips. Like that my clothes are not helping in the slightest. But, you know, they're there. Alibi clothing. It's keeping us from being naked.
Can you eat trees?
39%. I don't know that I'm gonna risk that unless we eat it right before bed.
It's a bit.
Well, we know that we have this bear. We did see him earlier. I just feel a little uneasy about the fact that I can't see him from here. He must be way over close to his cave right now. There he is. I see him. Okay. Now I feel better. I just didn't want to wander right into him, you know? That's the last thing we need right now. A named pond bear is almost always there. My, I think, most frequent combination of Mystery Lake bears is lake and clear cut. I think those are the two that I tend to have the most. I actually don't think I get the Trapper's bear very often. Just screaming as she drinks tea. Okay, Astrid. Sewing kit! And sardines. In what condition? 54. Iffy. That's interesting. I wonder why some bears are more common than others for some people. I don't know. Yeah, I find that clear cut bear kind of likes me. But I don't like getting clear-cut bear because he's kind of awkward to try and kill. I think Trapper's bear and Lake bear are my favorite. No, don't put out the torch. Maybe because I check there less than other places. Maybe. Although you usually only get... I think you always only get 2 bears, so I suppose you'd still probably see. Alright, I'm gonna leave some of these. Never really go to clear cut. The lake bear is nice if you walk it to camp office. That's true. No, Astrid, do not let I cannot believe you just let this go out. Oh my god. Okay. This Astrid just likes to waste matches. Alright, we know there's a wolf over here. We're not gonna risk it. Get 2 at minimum. I don't know if it's possible for all 4, but it's possible for 3. Really? I didn't know it was possible for even 3. I don't think you can get all 4. Every time I killed Clear Cut Bear, ended up dying in the opposite hill to abandoned radio tower because I saw it. Oh wow.
That smarts a bit. I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
I hate this wolf already. Cannot wait to kill it.
Ow.
I'd kind of like to just bandage her up so that she doesn't keep complaining like this, but on the other hand, I also don't want to bother with that. Go away, go away, go away. Leave me alone. You've already done your damage. Oh, I didn't even notice we have a corpse over here. Those numbers aren't from personal experience, to take it with a grain of salt. Okay, good to know. I don't know that I've ever seen a run with 3 bears. That would be one of those things that I'd want to either have someone check out or... No. Maybe try and be observant enough myself, but... Well, we know how that's gonna go. I didn't even notice this guy earlier. Row feather.
I'm gonna need to eat.
Alright, well, that was anticlimactic. It's alright. We'll, head back over to Trapper's. Maybe grab some more birch bark on the way. We're lucky. And it feels like all of my interloper runs kind of end up starting like this somehow. You know, the first... first day is usually okay. Second, like, if I survive the first day, it's usually fine. And then the second day, it's like, oh hey, mauling. And then it's all about recovery. Alright. I need to get better at aiming so that I can actually manage to shoot deer and not have to worry about parasites again. Because even though we didn't really have to worry about parasites too much since we died after getting them, it'd be nice to not have to worry about 20 days of reishi tea. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of doses of medicine. There goes our warming up bonus. Oh man, I really should turn on the auto walk. I know a lot of streamers use auto walk, but I am not one of them. And I'm starting to feel like I should, because like, my hand is getting kind of sore and I just want to stretch it out. but also I want to keep playing. Okay. All seems quiet over here. I'm amazed how warm it is. I think it would be really interesting if in the future one of the things that they add through DLC is like seasons, but not actual seasons in the sense that, you know, it's suddenly summer, but in the sense that like the temperature range maybe varies a little bit. So like you'll get a streak of days where it's warmer and maybe foggier, but then, you know, in the actual winter time, it's colder and there are more blizzards. And I don't know, maybe like during the winter there's more solid ice, and in the summer when it gets a little bit warmer, maybe there's a little more weak ice. I think that would be kind of neat. Obviously, you could still have a really, really cold day in the middle of summer, but it would be kind of nice to have sort of fluctuations like that, I think. I don't know. I'm excited about whatever they end up bringing out with DLC. I'm really curious to see what happens. I hear crows, but I don't know why. I don't remember being over here for a corpse, but it could just be that we missed it earlier. I suppose we just missed it earlier. Either that or I really do have the memory of a goldfish.
Ow!
Nope, we have not been here. Okay. Nothing! Woohoo! Alright, birch bark, where are you? You would think after the blizzard earlier there would be plenty on the ground. That looks like it could be some. Not the stick, but behind it. Yep. Hey, Negligent One, welcome in! Good to see you, and I hope you're having a good week. I'd like to see Flint and Stone having finite matches gets demoralizing. Yeah, that would be a cool idea. Even if it was something that comes up with, like, fire starting 4 or 5, it would be kind of nice to have some more options. Perhaps it's the greatest loot of all because it teaches you to make do with what you have. That's actually a good point too, but I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of nice to have it later on, or maybe it's also limited to some extent, but at least you have more options. Hey, Schwarzweiler, Schwarzweiler, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Alright, we have 9 books, I think we can sacrifice one. Birch bark respawns almost too fast. You know what, I think it's not too bad because it's only in certain spots, you know, if it were absolutely everywhere across the map, like sticks, then it would be too much. But you still have to go to certain places to look for it, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's throw down some sticks. That should be warm enough because it seems to be pretty chill. Okay. Flint and Stone would only make sense if they added other extremely late game things. That's a good point. Like, they do need to add more for the late game. But I'm not opposed to that idea at all. Or according to the how would you even say that? Oh my god, I'm having like such a hard time with that word. I don't know why words are so hard for me today. Apocalypse. Nothing is the most metal gift of all. There we go. Oh my goodness. Dead bug! Welcome in. Yeah, so, Metalocalypse, thank you. I don't know why I was having such a hard time with that one. Yes, we are on a new run hype because a series of unfortunate events happened. And by unfortunate events, I mean bad decisions. So, as you know, I had broken ribs. And the plan was to heal up enough, get enough, like, cattails and stuff to heal up so that we could go after the moose again. Well, I'd been flirting with parasites, as I keep saying, for a while, and lo and behold, I got parasites for the first time. And, while heading to the cattails, we got, you know, we started a fire. We were getting cold, so we started a fire, and then I was an absolute idiot and forgot to check that the fire was going to be warm enough. I only checked to see if it was long enough for me to start chopping down a limb that was next to it. It was not, so I took a huge amount of cold damage. So I was cold, had parasites and broken ribs, and on my way to get the cattails, we got hit by a blizzard. I very quickly ran out of fire to keep me warm. And so I just let Astrid lay down and die. It was very sad. Broken ribs last night too, but the moose is feeding me through my woes. Well, that's the way to go, Negligent. It was just, it was hard to watch because I didn't even get a single shot in that moose. Both times he got me was when I was trying to sneak up on him. It was really upsetting. I've never had such an unsuccessful and sad moose hunt before. And I really appreciate the follow, Negligent. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Flirting with parasites, a new fragrance from L'Oreal. Because I'm worth it. Or something. Oh, I shouldn't be making water here. What am I doing? I mean, I guess we'll just throw on a reclaimed wood and let this go so we can warm up a little bit.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
So yeah, this run is not too terrible despite what it looks like. I know it doesn't look good. We spawned in Forlorn Muskeg, so we were able to get our matches right away. And we found bonus matches as well. We've got several hides and guts curing already. We've got several saplings curing. We've got lots of coal. But we did get frostbite. And earlier on this particular day, we went outside, went to make a fire outside of camp office, and a wolf attacked us when our fire starting attempt failed. And thankfully, all we got out of it was some twisted joints, but it's still not, we're still not in good shape. Because I'm delicious. So yeah, our condition could be better, but we're heading over to Trapper's to spend the night because, hey, magic bed and all that. We saw the other day that, can't pretend, can't be patented, so there's this website that makes them the same, oh, fragrances, okay. Makes the same fragrances, but extremely cheap. Interesting. I wonder why they can't be patented. I suppose it's too difficult to define what their, like, signature quality is, or the signature scent that makes it different. So our personal best now is 74. 74 is the day to beat. We're on day, like, 2. So we've got a ways to go. But next up is 100. And I'm really happy that we made such a big leap, because before that we were under 50. We were at like day 47 or something like that, and now we're getting close to 100. Fragrances can't be patented because the exact scent can't be replicated because of world 11 variables. Interesting. Okay.
Need some first aid soon.
Patents are such interesting things. Yes, we are getting closer to 100, and with every step closer to 100, we get closer to 500, right?
Did I say I hate being cold?
Sold perfume out of a trunk as a kid, learned a lot about them. I suppose you would, in that case. Oh, they're just leaving. I thought they were telling me about some corpse or carcass that I had missed. Oh, Astrid, just chill. It's fine. We're gonna go inside and lay down and you'll be okay. So many random things from the internet. It's, you know, it really is. And of course, obviously, you have to take some things with a grain of salt, but it's still really interesting to then have all these, you know, facts that you can jump down the rabbit hole on and learn all about new subjects that you never would have even really thought about. Rabbit holes. Seems appropriate given our conversation earlier about large bunnies. Alright. Oh, thank goodness, because I don't even think we have anything if we get food poisoning. We do not. So in that case, I think I might leave the fish. Yeah, like the Flemish bunnies, exactly. All right, let's get some sleep, get some recovery. And how's it looking, Astrid? Okay, that is much better. Not perfect, but much better.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Oh my god, Astrid. You always need to eat soon, I swear. Maybe we'll just pass some time and then sleep. Still not tired enough. I don't understand this concept of not tired enough. I really don't. Who needs to be tired to sleep? Maybe Astrid just has insomnia. Though, she doesn't seem to have a problem falling asleep most of the time. Okay. How's it looking out here? Chemical composition from the people applying the perfume changes the scent. That's true, yeah. Don't match to try to get the same smell, though they make perfumes in batches. Right. Okay, this is definitely not Magdalene's weather. The bunny's back? I don't think they respawn that quickly, do they? How quickly do bunnies respawn? I feel like it should be every day, but it doesn't look like it is. What is this well rested you speak of? I suppose I'm the weird one. I definitely don't need to be tired to sleep. I'm a cologne person, not a perfume person. I don't really wear much of any scents. Occasionally, I do have a perfume that I got as a gift, and I have, like, body sprays. I don't... like, all I know is it's not as effective, not as good quality, whatever, supposedly. But I don't wear it every single day. Only if I remember. Otherwise, I'll just stick with, like, deodorant. Okay, I don't know what to do. I suppose I could have Astrid read for a little bit and hope that the weather clears up. Oh, we could try and repair some of this stuff. That's actually a really good idea. We have a lot of cloth now, and we finally have a sewing kit. It's the difference between cologne and perfume? That's a great question. I don't actually know. Or do you mean between body spray and perfume? Because I don't know that either. So I'm a whole bunch of not helpful. Stick with deodorant too. Perfume is a waste of money in my opinion. If you don't smell good after putting on your bit stick, take a shower. Yeah, like I said, I only have it because it was a gift, so I just kind of, you know, I'll wear it sometimes, but I don't think about it most of the time.
So hungry.
Grandma got me a cologne on Christmas and I use it if I go out, but yeah, I wear deodorant every day regardless, but my deodorant doesn't have a scent. Yeah, I mean, there is that too. It's also whether or not you're looking for an extra scent or not. I should have had her eat something. All right, we're at 5 degrees now. Getting there. Yeah, that's how you spell it, pizza. And I'm not really sure what the difference is between cologne and perfume. I should repair that, but I'm not going to right now. Probably production medication method, perfume probably made from fly. It could be. It could be what it's made out of. It could be how it's made. I just want some Maglin's weather. Come on, game. I don't want to have to use more matches, because at this point... We have 14. That's not too bad, but I really would like to save them. Your cologne is solid. Interesting. I never knew that that existed. The difference is concentration. Okay. Why do I have so many stacks of paper? I was thinking about making some more tinder, and when I was bored or in the middle of the night, but I didn't. I'm going to light a torch because I've definitely gotten wolfed over this hill. I'm hoping that there is a deer carcass over this way. Because sometimes there is. Those perfumes are eau de parfum, which is lasts 6 to 8 hours. Fancy words for different durations. Ah, okay. Huh. I did not realize that. Astrid is working on her novel. Exactly. Yeah, let's start your welcome in. Oh my gosh, the wind just blew out my torch. That's not okay with me. I don't want to light the torch again in the chance that it gets blown out again. But also wolves. Alright, there is a carcass over here. Excellent. Never seen solid cologne. Maybe that's why it's called cologne water over here. Maybe. I mean, I've heard of it as cologne water before, but I've never heard of solid cologne before.
My fingers feel numb.
Whatever I'm doing is working. Sounds like it. And that's the most important thing. Getting compliments instead of, you know, these kind of looks. When you start getting these kind of looks, then you know, alright, something's not working. This is not the same run, unfortunately. This is a brand new run because, no, we did not get that moose. He didn't get us, to be fair, either. But we succumbed to blizzards and parasites, and it just was a whole lot of not good, back to back to back. So yeah, we're on a new run now. And this one is going okay. We did get mauled by a wolf because Astrid failed to make a fire.
Come on, little fire.
But other than that, we've got a lot of hides down already. We've got a ton of saplings down already.
Perfect.
So things are totally terrible in this run. Might need to use coal for this, depending on how cold it is. We probably could get away with other stuff, but I'm still going to use a coal so that it's hot enough and long enough. We can potentially warm up and also harvest this deer at the same time. Come on, dear hitbox. Come on! I'm right next to you, thank you. Aspersion is getting this without waiting for... Yeah. True. Hey, Tiger! Welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! Thank you so much for the raid, Tiger. I really appreciate it. How you doing? How did your stream go? How's the game treating you today? Go Gadget Arms. Exactly. Like, why is it so far away? I mean, I know it was my fault for putting the fire behind me, but I wanted to make sure it was out of the wind. At least this is a decent-sized deer, too. Okay, 45 minutes on the fire still. Let's add a little bit more stuff to this. There we go. It's the run of fat animals, it really is. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Tiger. Much appreciated. Yeah, I hope your stream went well. I hope the run is treating you all right. That RN Jesus was blessing your TLD run today, and that you're having a good Friday. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we had a very disappointing death at the beginning. I lost my personal best, but it was still leaps and bounds ahead of my last personal best. So, all in all, I'm satisfied with it. And this one is going okay so far. We did have a run-in with a wolf, but you know, it happens. We're still doing all right. And new run hypes are the best, right? What's really great about Neighborly Native Tournament is for everyone. I love that. Oh, Ardwana, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, we really tried to make something that would work for all levels. I know that it is, you know, not by any means easy, but I'm really glad that we were able to find a way to make it work no matter what, you know, what level you like to play at and no matter what your skill set is. And I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. Just need to keep doubling your PB. Exactly. Just, you know, just each time do a little bit better than the last. Okay. I think I might try and extend the length of this fire so I can grab the rest of this deer. Two hours. Either way, okay. My fire is not long enough for that. Now it is. Oh, I should eat first. Oh, that was really dumb of me. Hey, Kronos, welcome in. Good to see you. I am having a good day, thank you. I hope you are too. The game is going all right. Can't complain too much. All the things I can complain about are pretty much my own fault. There we go. That's better. How are we doing on torches, actually? 5. I maybe should add a few more sticks and grab a few more.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Well, that was fast. For some reason I thought, okay. Thought I was going to be able to get out another torch, but that's okay. Getting to be kind of late, so I think we're going to already head back over to Trapper's so that we can sleep there for the night, and that way we can also put down the hide and guts that we just harvested. It's Fired up the game too, doing the Nomad Challenge. Nice. That's one I haven't tried yet. I haven't actually tried many of the in-game challenges, honestly. I probably should. I've done Hopeless Rescue once for a speed run. I've done Dark Walker a couple of times. I really like the Dark Walker. And I've done the Hunted Part 1. That one stressed me out so much. It was funny, I played that off stream, and the first couple of times that I tried, for whatever reason, I don't know what was going on, but I could not seem to time myself correctly. So I kept running out of flare shells. And then I took a break from it, came back, tried it again, and I got it the first try. So I don't know what was happening in my first attempt with the Hunted, but it stressed me out so much. I don't even want to try the part 2 because it was just too much. Can't watch and play at the same time, but still drinking my morning coffee, so I figured I'd stalk some TLD streamers. I really appreciate that, though, Negligent. You know, I appreciate every lurk, every chatter. I'm the same. I can't play and watch at the same time, but, you know, I like to work lurk. I like to watch as I'm doing chores and all that fun stuff. I like to learn about the game through other streamers, honestly. I refuse to drink coffee. I don't do caffeine often. Yeah, I'm kind of sensitive to caffeine, and I forget this a lot, so sometimes, you know, when I have, like, cola or black tea or something, it really, really gets to me. And I personally can't drink coffee because it's, well, I can, I just choose not to because it's very bitter to me, but I like iced coffee. Out of tea, oh no, I love tea. I'm such a big tea drinker.
And nothing to drink.
I always start off every stream with one tea. Occasionally I'll make a second or a third, but I'm a big fan of tea. Drink Mountain Dew occasionally just because it's cheaper than Sprite. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Fun fact about Mountain Dew in Germany is that there's at least one ingredient in Mountain Dew, in the original Mountain Dew recipe, that is not legal here, so it looks different. It is a much different color. Like, it is a much lighter green, like a greenish yellow, and not this, like, bright, intense green-yellow color that you'd be used to. And in part 2, though, is less stressful because you're chasing the... Oh, really? Okay, so maybe I should check it out, then. You have to hear what's going on Loper for real. Can't have two audios, lower difficulty for sure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Actually, I was thinking about how important sound is in Loper, because I was watching... Interestingly, not a TLD stream, but a Phasmophobia stream. And this streamer has a redeem where he switches his earbuds for like 5 minutes. And of course, their sound is also crucial. You need to know where the ghosts are. And I was thinking how cool it would be to try that with my headphones, but, you know, I'm also kind of scared because I don't want to lose my Loper run because I think that the wolf is coming from my left and it's really from my right. Love morning coffee in a TLD stream. I mean, what better way to wake up than a nice, you know, cup of coffee or tea or, you know, hot cocoa if that's your thing. And TLD. There's really no better way to start a day. I married a British woman. I drink more tea than water now. I'm just such a fan of tea. All kinds of tea. There are a few teas that I don't enjoy, but you know, I'll drink almost any kind of tea. Turns out reishi tea is one of those teas that I really don't want to drink. My brain is starting to just kind of shut down, I can tell. Hey, wolf. Run away, run away, run away! Several food colorings in the US are banned in other countries. Yeah. Skittles are about the same color in other countries as in the US, but they use different ingredients to get those colors. That's an interesting fact. I've never really thought about it, but it makes sense. I definitely think that the,
This'll come in
oh,
handy.
bonus matches! Sweet, thank you, Max. Yeah, I definitely think the most striking difference is Mountain Dew. I personally am not a huge fan of Mountain Dew, but I have had it here, and it's just wild to see the difference. You don't like dirt tea? No, amazingly, I don't like dirt tea. All American food should be banned in other countries. We eat street cancer 3 times a day. And the problem is, it's so tasty. You know? Like, legitimately, there are foods from the US that I miss. And so sometimes they'll have, like, American Week at the grocery store. That's always fun, because A, I get to see what they think is American and laugh at the overly American packaging that they use. It's so funny. It's always got an American flag on it, and... No! Leave me alone! And it's always way over the top. I get to laugh at that, but then I also get to get some foods that I don't usually get year-round. Oh, he's gonna come after us again. This guy, he's annoying me. Has an overwhelming taste, yeah, it really does. Just looked up German Mountain Dew and it isn't. It really is very, very different. It looks like a completely different soda. One of my favorite things about American Week is that's when I'm guaranteed to find maple syrup. I can usually find maple syrup even outside of that, like, American Week at the grocery store, but it's not always guaranteed. You know, it's like playing TLD. You might find it, you might not. Thankfully, a lot of things that I enjoyed about the US are slowly making their way over. Some good stuff too, like peanut butter is becoming more common, sweet potatoes you can get pretty much year-round now, butternut squash. Really happy about all of those things. Scottish online friend, and they say if we ever meet up in person, they want to go to 7-Eleven of all things. You know, I think it's one of those things where it's just, you know, so stereotypically American and so uncommon, it makes sense. It's like, I love going to grocery stores when I travel to new places, and in a way it's, I guess, sort of the same thing. When is America Week? It really depends. It's not like centered around the 4th of July or anything. They'll just occasionally have specialty weeks in the grocery store. Sometimes it happens twice a year, where they'll also have things like, they'll do like a Spanish week where you get lots of different Spanish specialties, or a Greek week, or an Italian week, or whatever. So they have like these special sales where they bring in lots of food that they don't normally carry, and that's kind of exciting and fun. I guess we're gonna, oh wait, we have the venison. I already forgot about the venison. I was like, oh, I guess we're gonna have to have the sardines. No, we're not. I live in the US and I've never been to a 7-Eleven. I'm trying to think if I've been inside one. I know I have driven to one because during my driving lessons, actually, there was one at the gas station, and I was told to drive there from my driving instructor so he could go in and get some stuff. But I don't know that I've actually ever been into a 7-Eleven myself.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Pass at least 6 every 30 minutes. That's like, you know, they,
Perfect.
of course, up in the Northeast, it's very common to find lots of Dunkin' Donuts, and so we like to joke that that's what you find all across the Northeast. It could be more of a southern thing. I've definitely seen 7-Elevens around, but they're not nearly as common as other convenience stores. Driving instructor using kids to run errands, classic, for real. I had some weird driving instructors. I'm 7-Eleven if that counts. More than 1,200 in Texas, and Florida has over 900 stores. That's a lot. Dunkin' Donuts all over, so gross. You know, we also are starting to get more Dunkin' Donuts in Germany, and I didn't think it was possible. Like, I don't know if in general their quality is going downhill, because I used to enjoy some of their stuff when I was a kid. I don't know if their quality is going downhill worldwide, or if it's just that the Germans aren't making it right. Because, like, they have some really weird donut choices, too. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain why they're weird to me. They just, I don't know, they kind of stand out to me as being odd. It's literally all about America. Yeah, American runs on Dunkin'. But homemade donuts are really where it's at. I've made homemade donuts a couple of times, but it takes dedication because your entire kitchen will smell like grease for a while. All right, I think that's probably enough torches, right? 7. I suppose we could add a few more, just to be safe. Get drinks, but their donuts are too much sugar for me. You know, my favorite thing about Dunkin' Donuts is actually never really their donuts. Well, occasionally I'd get like a plain donut, but my favorite thing from them was actually bagels. I'm a big bagel fan, and that's one thing that I really, really miss here. That's one of the things I always pick up when they have American Week, because that is something I cannot get most of the time. I love bagels. I've tried making bagels myself once. It didn't go well. 3-year-old man driving instructor who would sometimes fall asleep unless you were chatty enough. Oh my god. That would make me kind of nervous. Be like, all right, he's asleep. Okay. I do not run on Dunkin'. No, you know what? Me either, you know? I mean, if I have to. If I'm really craving it, maybe, but I don't run it. Okay, I don't know the first one, but I do know the second one, Barak, and I agree they are the best. They are so good. Dragon fruit refresher with coconut milk is really good. I've never heard of that, but I'm assuming that's probably a newer thing. Fried on lard. There's something wonderful about fried food. I know it's so bad, like, from a health standpoint, but from a taste standpoint. Oh, maybe I should try and prepare stuff. Is Panera in Germany? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen one here. Made tiny bagels once so that I could make homemade bagel bites. Ooh, did it come out good? Because cats, if you have a good recipe, I would love to hear it. Sweet, now we're at 6 degrees of warmth. That's what I like to see. I wonder if I should tear these down and repair this with them. I could try. But it is a bit risky. I don't think we have another hour left. I don't think we can read for an hour. I don't have anything here to craft. All right, I guess we'll sleep and see what happens. See where that takes us. A couple of years ago, usually don't make bread in the summer either. Yeah, okay, I totally understand. I also tend to take a break from baking, a baking break when it's summertime because it just gets too hot. Yes, I do have a Discord. It's linked on my channel, but do I have a command for my Discord? That's a great question. Don't know if I do. Let's find out. I do. Sweet. Okay. Look at me being prepared. in East Coast Canada, we just go to Popeyes and got Popeyes, and it was up the road from my house. The lineup was 5 hours. Oh my God. I wonder if it's worth it. I've never been to a Popeyes before.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Do I feed her? Yeah, I am going to feed her so she can sleep some more and recover even more. We're gonna have to make more water as well. Join in the mouse house. Let's go, cats in the mouse house. Uh-oh. Cat in the mouse house. Okay, we have woken up fully rested. It's still too early to do anything. Maybe break down this torch. Okay, I'm trying to decide what I should do next. We still need to find the hammer. I think actually I might wrap up here because it's been about 4 hours. Because I know it looks like it's only been 3 hours, but my first stream ended because of internet issues. So it's been a while. I think I might wrap up here and try and remember what we were doing next time. So here, I'll leave a note for myself. Note. Find the hammer. And forge. Yeah. There we go. Find the hammer, get metal, forge. That's what we need to do, because we have stuff to make, you know, bow and arrows theoretically, except for all the metal stuff that we need. But hey, we've survived 4 days. That's not a bad start. I do need to do something to save. I can try and get out of here. Where am I? Okay, here's the stove, so it's back here. There we go. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. All right, we're just gonna go out and then go back in to save. Go. Saved. Okay. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, and also for your patience if you came in when I was having internet issues. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the chat. We had a lot of fun today, or at least I did. I hope you did too. Despite losing my personal best run. This feels like it's going to be the new personal best beater run. We're going to make it to 100 and beyond. I've got this good feeling about it. Yeah, thank you to everyone who came in, who followed the channel today, who rated. I really appreciate the support. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday, whatever time it is for you. And yeah, I will be back on Sunday. We're going to be doing the controller chaos that was redeemed. Like I said, I don't know exactly what games we'll be playing for that. It might just be TLD, but a different run. It might end up being a little bit of some sort of combat-based game so that we can see some extra chaos. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna see who's on, who we can go raid. If there are any suggestions, I'm also open to suggestions. But let's see who we got on my live list. Let's see. Oh, Blades is still on. He usually does a nice long run. We've got Maiden Co. What is she doing today? And AV are the people that I see right now. I mean, lots of other people doing lots of things, but let's see. All right. Just seeing how long they've been up for at this point. Okay, Maiden just started, actually. And okay. yeah, let's go support her because she's just starting. The others have been on for a while now, so I don't know how much longer they'll be streaming. Alrighty. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, I will see you all around. Have a good one, everyone. Bye for now.